How's married life treating you?
Dante and I are fine. You're the one that I'm worried about. Please tell me that you're not planning on marrying Anthony Zakara.
Okay, the wedding's right around the corner, and we have a bazillion decisions to make.
That many?
Do you know how many favors I had to call in to get this done on time?
I have complete confidence in you, Cookie.
Okay, then help me out. So, salmon or mahi-mahi? All right, vanilla cake or red velvet?
Wouldn't cake the color of blood be a little ominous?
White cake it is. Goat cheese or brie?
I'll leave everything in your capable hands. That's why I hired you.
No, you hired me because there was no way I could say no.
That too.
God, I don't know why I thought I was so stupid to believe that I could get out from under all this.
You mean coming to me all aflutter, begging, "Pretty please, Anthony, won't you fix it so Lisa's
Okay,
real?"
I don't want to hear about that, okay? I need to believe that First Officer Briggs, everything happened just like the police report, that she is Lisa Niles' murderer.
Nice rose-colored glasses you got.
It could be true.
Oh, you and I both know that the real murderer is still out there, free as a bird.
Steve.
Dr. Nicholson, Dr. Sam Nicholson.
I have just put my column to bed, metaphorically speaking, of course. Not quite as incendiary as my New Year's Eve piece, but I think it has enough spice to satisfy my readers.
So you're enjoying your change in profession?
Oh, well. I will admit that there are times I do miss the law. Watching a prosecutor squirm in his seat as I slice his case to ribbons. The thrill of invoking my client's First Amendment rights. The joy of spending a well-earned bonus.
Are your finances suffering from your change in profession? I assumed when you pen a bestseller that there's a windfall of sort.
Between the book and the column, my finances are fine. Thank you very much. As my shoes will attest. No, what I loved about my law practice was getting paid for achieving the seemingly impossible.
Right, exonerating clients who are clearly guilty.
Ow. Really?
Uh-huh.
Well, not all of them.
Well.
Not Sonny. Not when he was charged with murdering Claudia.
I suppose that's true.
Actually, that, I think, looking back, is when I began to lose my taste for the law. Watching Michael get hauled off to prison, knowing that my courtroom gymnastics helped the judge lose his patience and add to Michael's time in Pentonville.
I had no idea you held yourself responsible.
Oh, well, believe me, there's plenty of blame to go around, all those agendas flying around the courtroom. No, the one truly innocent person is the one who had to go to prison. How did we get off on this tangent?
You were talking about how you missed the practice of law?
Thank you. Now that I think about it, maybe I don't miss it so much. A writer controls her own universe.
Would that we had such control over our own lives, omitting the stuff we regret, choosing an ending which gratifies us the most.
I think I know why I was called here tonight. You wish to take control of your own romantic destiny.
Indeed. The jackal wishes to rekindle a flame that has never truly died.
I don't want to talk about the night of the boat or what happened or what didn't happen the night of Lisa's murder, okay? Or after.
Like a carnivore.
Excuse me?
You love a good steak, but God forbid you should visit the slaughterhouse.
Oh, well, that's really charming. Can we get back to the details of the wedding, please?
With pleasure.
Okay, the rings are going to be delivered this afternoon. What about music?
Keep it simple, elegant. I want to show Tracy I've got class.
Oh, and you think music's going to do the trick?
Am I paying you to be a smartass?
You're not paying me at all.
Details, details.
Okay, what about flowers? You said you wanted orchids. Nice choice, by the way. Roses are very last year.
Orchids of the rarest quality, like the bride herself.
Oh, wow, that's actually kind of romantic.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
All right, so what about your vows, huh? You're going to write them yourself? Because if you are, you really need to start cracking.
Forget all that new age touchy-feely stuff. We're going traditional. I like the words, especially the line, "Till death do us part."
Please tell me this is not true.
Of course it's not true. Mr. Zakara planted that, and the fool of a newspaper editor, the former mayor of Port Charles, he saw fit to print it.
So to be crystal clear, you guys aren't getting married?
He proposed.
With the ring that you thought was from my dad?
That was your interpretation?
That was your interpretation, too.
Look, I am a practical woman. I don't hope for things that aren't going to happen. Your father divorced me. It's over.
So this is a rebound thing.
I know what I'm doing, Lulu, okay?
Well, I'm pretty sure that you don't love him, and if you marry someone that you don't love, you're going to be miserable.
Lulu, I really appreciate your concern, but I can take care of myself.
I'm not so sure.
Can we talk about something lighter, like you finding your bliss?
Other than marrying Dante? I'm kidding.
One can only hope.
I just want to find something fulfilling. I want to find something that really interests me.
Well, you are a smart, capable girl. I'm sure that there's a world of possibilities waiting for you.
So how do I narrow them down?
It's inside you.
Okay, so how do I recognize that?
It's probably just staring you right in the face.
You got problems with Steve? I thought my problems were solved when I answered Maxie's ad for a roommate.
You thought you could move in with Maxie?
Well, I have the financial means to pay rent on time. My personal habits are quiet and neat. And I did harbor hope that in this case, proximity and not distance would make the heart grow fonder.
How'd Maxie respond?
Well, she said it wasn't a good idea for former non-spouses to cohabitate.
Did she give you any specific reason?
Yeah, she said my feelings might be hurt when her man friend chose to spend the night.
Ooh. What'd you say?
Well, I said it would be quid pro quo when my lady of mystery chose to stay over.
Spinelli, you have a lady of mystery?
Yeah, not really. that is to say, I have encountered a perplexing woman who seems to be an apparent victim of amnesia and doesn't recall her true identity.
You're serious, aren't you? Spinelli, true amnesia is very rare. Overly romanticized, and I'm pretty sure real easy to fake.
She is being treated by a psychiatrist.
Great. Then she's her doctor's problem, not yours.
And have no fear, it is not the jackal's heart, but his professional curiosity which has been engaged.
Then why'd you want to tell Maxie that she might spend the night?
Well, I thought it would be a nice emotional litmus test.
Oh, so you were trying to make Maxie jealous?
Yes, with moderate success. She did appear perplexed that I had another blonde in my life.
I'm so glad you called me when you did, because you're about to walk into a world of hurt.
You could come work here at ELQ, provided you take your feet off the desk.
I'd be a disaster.
How do you know? Finance might be your passion.
Trust me, you would be paying me to leave.
I can't imagine that a police officer's salary goes very far.
Okay, well, we're doing just fine, thank you. And Kate's offered me my job back if I want it. I'm holding out for the right thing.
Good. The right thing is worth waiting for.
Just like the right man.
We are so not going there.
Tracy, I know you still love my dad.
Again, your interpretation.
I saw your face light up when you thought the diamond was from him and you were going to go to the Metro Court on New Year's Eve and have a little New Year's Eve kiss.
Well, it wasn't, and he wasn't.
Okay, so what, this whole holding out for the right thing applies to me and not to you?
If you are suggesting that I wait for your father, that ship sailed.
And Anthony Zakar is pulling up to your dock.
Let me repeat myself. I know what I'm doing.
You're giving up.
Lulu, even if I had a slim hope that maybe your father and I could get back together, and I don't, he's gone, God knows where.
I don't feel the blushing bride. What a delightful surprise. Maxie was just going over the arrangements for the wedding.
Oh, don't worry, you won't be disappointed.
It's the least of my problems.
Maxie's promised us a magical evening of understated elegance.
Oh, joy.
Oh, and I almost forgot. Since this is a high-profile wedding, Crimson is sending over a photographer.
Wonderful.
No, not wonderful. This is supposed to be a low-profile affair.
But Sugar Dumpling, think of the memories. A gorgeous magazine spread with you, radiant at the altar.
I'm not photogenic.
That's why airbrush was invented? What? I've worked really hard to secure this photographer, so you should really consider a photographer.
No photographer. No photographer. No press.
All right. If my lovely fiancé is too shy, so be it. Wrap it up with your usual style and panache. You'll be duly compensated per our arrangement.
Good luck.
I'm flattered you came by, although I hear it's bad luck to see the bride before the wedding.
You don't have to worry about that.
Oh, of course not. That superstition refers to the day of the wedding, but ours isn't until Friday.
There won't be a wedding.
Your powers of deceit are less than fully formed. Take my advice. Quit while you're ahead.
I'm only attempting to bring Maxie to the realization that she and Dr. Hunter are fundamentally incompatible.
Yeah, there's probably not a lot of intellectual conversation going on there. And they're both so self-obsessed that they won't be focusing on each other.
You know, Maxie repeatedly says that Matt is the guy that she should be with. You know, he's a successful doctor. He's Patrick's brother. He is, according to her, reasonably attractive, and that leads to acceptable criteria for a relationship. But love, it does not confine itself to acceptable criteria. It is the purest, highest, most uncontainable emotion.
That's how you feel about love, Spinelli. But not everyone thinks that love is a pure, high, uncontainable emotion. And usually, when you do feel that way, it doesn't last very long. People's lives change, their perspectives shift, their priorities morph. Look at me and Max.
I've never quite understood why you ended your relationship with the older Giambetti.
Max never said it in so many words, but he really wanted to settle down, and I just don't. We wanted different things for our relationship, for our lives. And I think that's probably the same way it is with you and Maxie.
I'm willing to conform my expectations to whatever will suit her.
Spinelli, no matter how much you love somebody or how desperately they want to love you, sometimes it just doesn't work out.
Well, I would rather face renewed heartbreak than regret giving up too soon.
This is a mistake.
With all we have in common, the knowledge we share about your past and how you financed the LQ with dirty money, we're soulmates, Tracy. If we go our separate ways, I think you're going to feel miserable. Bless you.
Sorry. You haven't let me finish.
Bless you.
I've been sniffling all day, and I think I'm coming down with something.
Oh, I got a doctor who'll fix you right up. This guy can heal whatever nails you.
I'm not prepared. I don't have a dress.
Well, that's Maxie's area of expertise.
Oh, we can't get married on Friday the 13th? That's bad luck.
Oh, wow. You got me there. I confess, I never walk under a ladder. I always avoid stepping on those cracks in the sidewalk.
I am exactly the same. Been deeply superstitious my whole life.
Hey, something else we have in common.
So we can't tempt fate.
Oh, I would hate to have our union start under a dark cloud.
So the wedding's off?
Well, for Friday. I'll have Maxie check for the next available date for the chapel.
Good idea. I'm glad we agree.
That's what a great relationship is. Give and take, compromise, meeting in the middle.
I think I'm going to go home and lie down and see if I can get rid of this bug.
Good. You have some nice chicken soup and take vitamin C. I will call you later when we have a new wedding date. Kiss?
Oh, I wouldn't want you to get this.
Oh, you're such a considerate woman. Feel better. Dum, 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 dum. Dum, 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 dum. Dum, 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 dum.
Prizes. Oh, hey, what is that, a flyer?
Nothing.
Why do people always say that it's nothing when it's clearly something?
I might not follow up on it, so it'll be nothing.
Okay, fine. If you want to talk in riddles to your very best friend, then maybe I won't tell you my news.
What news?
Your father's back.
How do you know?
I saw him here. I was walking in, he was walking out.
I can't imagine why he'd be back, but it can't be for anything good.